Well, the advice that I would give young women to go into their fields is we have 3 daughters. So I encourage our girls, like I would encourage young women in the state or all around the country, is to go in fields that they're passionate about, that they really feel like that they could go in and make a difference. And don't hesitate doing that. Don't feel like that you can't do it. You can. You can do anything you want to do as long as you have your heart in the right place, and you can overcome anything and you can make a difference that way.
The things that make me feel powerful, like I'm making a difference or successful, are the moments when I can help solve a problem. I think for all of us as leaders, we are constantly challenged to bring people together, and so there've been times in my career where I had the opportunity to resolve something or resolve potentially a difference or find common ground, and that's when I feel like I'm really making a difference.
Opportunities in Atlanta have shaped my career in a major way. First of all, I wouldn't be as successful as I am if it wasn't for the city of Atlanta. Atlanta is a melting pot of excellence, of people who support really good causes and mission-intensive businesses, and I've created that. I've created a mission-intentional business where people appreciate because they know that it's just not about transactional arrangements. I'm transformational in all the things that I do, and I love to see people win, and they love to see me win.
I believe in excellence in whatever I do. It's so running meals, it's how can we do this in the most excellent way so that we can attract more donors, so that we can feed more seniors. So I try to demonstrate that to my team. I try to be a model to my team, and whatever I do it in an excellent way.
I think that we need more women in leadership roles because we need leaders to represent our communities. And our communities are diverse in terms of gender and gender identity, in terms of race, ethnicity, country of origin, and everything that our communities represent, our leaders should represent. In addition, I think that many women lead in different kinds of ways than at least historically men have led. And I believe, as a well-known woman said, it takes a village to make a difference, and that women often appreciate the need to pull the village together to better our community.
So many opportunities in Atlanta have shaped my career, going all the way back to the Hope Scholarship, which I had during my time at Georgia Tech that allowed me to go to school there, to the Backed by ATL program here with the Atlanta Chamber of Commerce, where We Are Rosie has been welcomed in. There have been many aspects of Atlanta that have been incredibly supportive for both me personally and my business as we've scaled, ranging from entrepreneurs to official programs to connections with other tech startups and founders. It's really been an incredible ecosystem to be a part of.
The biggest challenge I've faced in my career is finding my voice. I often think it is difficult for women in a male-dominated industry. Fortunately for me, I've had many champions along the way that have really encouraged me to step outside my comfort zone, trust my voice, ask the right questions. When you are working on projects that are so important to your family and to your community, you really need to be able to trust your voice and what you believe in.
You know, if you're a young woman and you're wanting to grow in the field that you're in, or maybe move into a different field, my best advice for you is to do the very best you can, learn all you can where you are, because everything is a building block and nothing is wasted as long as you are hungry and you're humble and that you build strong and good relationships with the people that you're with right now. It will build for your future. So you can't get there overnight. Sometimes you can, but most often it's those building blocks that make a difference of how successful, how strong you will be in your next opportunity.
Gosh, the Metro Atlanta area has really given me a huge amount of opportunities. Of course, it is the homelands of the Creek and Cherokee nations. It is where the CDC's main campuses are located. CDC, with the support of the local Atlanta communities, has afforded me the opportunity to highlight and impact the healthcare and disparities and the persistent and systemic inequities with healthcare in this country, especially for indigenous communities.
That's the great thing about any kind of food bank, baby supply bank. You see firsthand the product going out, but really what is so encouraging is that I get to see the best in people. Anytime we've had a need, anytime we've been low on something, we put a call out, and our community, it just shows up, and they show up for these families in such huge ways. And there's nothing better than that, than watching you be able to connect people that are passionate about giving back to the people that do need some help.
We need more women in leadership roles because everything gets better when women engage. All the data that we have about women's leadership, about women's roles on board, women's involvement in government, women's leadership of nonprofits, of corporations, all the data globally shows us that everything gets stronger when women are involved. So we need more women in leadership because the world's solutions are many and varied and urgent. And when we get involved, they get better. We have so much to bring to the table, and we're here to bring it.
Advice that I would give to young women would be, don't feel like you need to know everything when you have a seat at the table. Be very comfortable in what you do know. Make sure that your voice is heard. Be curious. Make sure that you're leading with courage. It's okay to lead with courage and be a little uncomfortable, step out of your comfort zone, but also learn and know that you don't have to know everything to take on a role or to take on a new challenge and opportunity.